Dear students of grade 10, once again, today we are going to discuss reading 2 from unit 17. In today's class, we are going to study about a poem that is The Country Mouse and the City Mouse. So, here in today's class, we are going to talk about it's a story through the poem, a story about two mouse, one mouse who lives in a town and other who lives in a city. So, here in this poem we are going to talk about a poem and we are going to discuss about these two mouse. Here, have you heard a story of a country mouse and a city mouse? Tell it to the class. If you have heard about the story of country mouse and the city mouse, you can tell to your class. But in today's class, we are going to discuss, we are going to study about this poem here. So here we start with the first stanza. In a song, I have written meaning of the word students. There are some unfamiliar words given here in red color. I have written the meaning of. You can write down. The snug means comfortable, cozy, and luxury. A little coat lived in a fat little mouse who enjoyed unmolested being protected. The range of the house with plain food content. She would breakfast on cheese. She dined upon bacon and chopped on grey peas. Here is the words again, student. This is bacon is meat of pig, and souped means take drinking sip. And here a mouse, one mouse who lives in a city and one mouse who lives in a town. So in the first stanza, this is a story of a mouse who lives in town, and the fat little mouse who lived in a cozy little very cozy and comfortable town, and where she enjoyed the pleasure of his vast home undisturbed, and he limited himself to simple meals, eating cheese breakfast, for breakfast, and pig meat and the grey peas for dinner. It means in the first stanza, writer says that that little mouse who is fat and who was living in a comfortable house without any disturbance, and he used to have simple meals and eating cheese for breakfast. And in the second stanza, a friend from the town to the cottage did the stray, and he said he was come a short visit to pray. So the mouse spread her table as grey as you please, and brought the nice bacon and charming grey peas. A second stanza again, poet says, one day a mouse friend, in a town got lost in heart. He lost in heart, and he said he had come for a short visit, and he said he to that another mouse that he came for a short visit, and so the mouse spread the table as cheerfully as he wished, and brought forth beautiful pig meat and charming grey peas. One day a mouse came there, and he who got lost, and who got diverted in that hut, and then he said to another mouse that he came for a short visit, and so the mouse spread the table as cheerfully as he wished, and he brought forth beautiful pig meat and charming grey peas. In the second stanza, one day a mouse got lost in the hut, and it came to another mouse. A third stanza here. The visitor frowned, and he thought to be witty. Cried he, "You must know I came from the city, where we all should be shocked at prevision like these, for we never eat bacon and horrid grey peas." Horrid means very unpleasant. And in the third stanza, again, the visitor means that mouse who got lost in that hut, and the visitor frowned and thought he was saying something strange, that he exclaimed that, "Please know I would shocked anyone with such supply, and I am from the town I am supposed to be in, because we never eat bacon and pig meat or bad. And the next stanza here: to town come with me, I will give you a treat, some excellent food, more most delightful to eat with me. Shall you? Host is a boastful person. Just as long as you please, come live this fat bacon and shocking grey peas. In the fourth stanza, that mouse wasn't happy with the food that she offers. The mouse who lives in the city, town, and she offered the food to the another mouse, but another mouse wasn't happy with those food, and again, so that mouse offer offer her to visit her house, her town, and the visitor found, yes, uh, he offers to her, come to the town with me, I will have something nice for you, great food for, you know great and delicious food for you, please feast with me as much as you like. And another mouse says that you should leave the greasy bacon, greasy means fatty, it's a fatty, oily meat, you should leave, give up the oily food, oily meat and peas behind. So now in this stanza, the another mouse offered him to visit with him, and he is offering also some delicious food, and he also suggested her to give up the habit of eating some oily meat and greasy peas. And next stanza, this kind invitation she could not refuse. She here means students, that mouse, my, and the city mouse wished not a moment to lose, and reluctant she quitted the field and the trees, the delicious fat bacon and charming green panes. What happened? And she got an invitation from another mouse to visit the city and visit the town, and for that she could not refuse this friendly invitation, and the town mouse did not want to waste a moment. Yes, that town mouse, and that she didn't want to waste any moment. Reluctant, she left behind fields and tree and delicious fatty bacon and charming grey peas. Then she decided to quit all the delicious fatty bacon and charming grease, and she decided to go with another mouse. The silly crept under a grey parlour door where a feast had been given the evening before, and it must be confessed they on its a dentist something good to eat did seize far better than bacon or even grey peas. In this stanza, she accepted his offer and his invitation, and then in this stanza, then they crept cunning under the door of the merry drawing room, and where the feast took place the night before. Before the night, there was a feast took place, and it must be admitted that they stuck to us much tastier snakes than bacon and grey peas. And they thought that she thought that it must be very tastier than the bacon and the grey peas. She was thinking about that, and here, next one, here were custard and the trifle and cheesecake good store, nice sweetmeats and jellies and 20 things more, all that art had invented the palates to please, except some fat bacon and something grey peas. Here in this stanza, she shouted to her friend. Then she started shouting. Here were custard and trifles and high-end chicks. You know, there were high-end chick cakes, lovely sweets and jellies over there, and 20s other things also there. And except for the greasy and oily bacon, pig meat, and the smoked grey peas, this work of art was all of praise to palates. So it was amazing, having different kind of foods over there, and she was almost happy then. Here were they were nicely regaling when entertained. When into the room came the dog and the cat and the maid with the broom. They jumped in a custard, both of us dear knee. The country mouse sighed for her bacon and peas. Almost in this stanza, almost they were having a good time when the dog when the dog, cat and maid came into the room, and They both jumped up to their knees in the custard. The country mouse sighed for bacon and peas. Then the country mouse, the city mouse, he sighed for bacon and that pig meat and peas. Cried she to her friend, get me safety away. I can venture a journey too longer in London to stay. For if of you receive interruptions like these, give me my nice bacon and charming grey peas. In the second last stanza again, she shouted to her friend, for if I am frequent subject to such disturbance, give me my beautiful bacon and my charming grey peas. In the last stanza, your living is splendid and magnificent and gay, to be sure, but the dread of disturbance you ever something painful and endure. Endure means something painful. I taste true delight in the contentment and ease, and I feast on the fat bacon and charming grey peas. In the last stanza, she says, your life is very wonderful and fun, but there is always a fear of hardship that you have to endure. Endure means very painful. I experience the truth of the joy, contentment, and peace, and eat thick beans, bacon, and tempting grey peas. Students, this is all about your poem, City Mouse and Town Mouse. Now, students, it's time to solve the exercise of this unit, which is number one is here. A number is here. Match the following words with their correct meanings. So here are some words given here. You have to just match these words with their correct meaning given here. So first one is snug. It's a number four. Warm, comfortable, and protected. Okay, especially from the cold. Then unmolested is the number nine is here. Not disturbed or attacked by anything. Then C number stay. Number one, move away aimlessly from the place where one should be. So all these are vocabulary words, students, that you have to learn. You have to remember all these words. And the number frown is it's a 10, a facial expression indicating disapproval of displeasure. And E number two, very unpleasant. It's a reluctant. Sorry, it's a horrid. And the number if F number is reluctant, in number three, unwilling and hesitant. And G number custard, number five, a sweet yellow sauce. It's a kind of sauce made from milk, sugar, and egg flour. And H number is a trifle is number seven. Here's the meaning of cold dessert of sponge cake and fruit. And regal is number six, again entertain or amuse somebody with a talk. And the last one is it's endure. It's a number eight here, to deal with something painful to or unpleasant. So this is all about your words meaning. And now I take to next exercise. Next is a true and false, students. First one is the country mouse was happy with the way she living. It's a false sentence. She was not happy. And B number, the country mouse enjoyed the grand meal every day. No, it's a false. And C, the town mouse was unhappy with the food he served. Yes, of course he was. It was not. He was unhappy with the food. And D number, the town mouse invited the country mouse for a dinner in the town. Yes, he invited her for a dinner in the town. It's a true statement. In the town, E number, the country mouse was served delicious fast food. No, it's a false statement. She was not served delicious food. Rather, she was given a different kind of food over there. And F number, there was no peace for the mice in the town. Yes, it's a true statement. And here we have next exercise, C number, answer the question. So here are some questions given here that you have to answer. I have written the answer of all these questions. Have a look at the answer first. So here are the answer of all the questions I have written, students. Students, you can take the help. If you have to write the answer, you can write from here. With that, I move to the next exercise. Just you have to pause the video and you can write from here. Now next one, it's a D number again, students. Do you live in a town or a country? What are the advantages and disadvantages of living there? Students, in this exercise you have to mention advantages and disadvantages if you live in cities or a town. So here I have written the answer of D number. Have a look at this. Okay, here is the answer. As if I say that I live in a tiny nation, I live with the wide open spread of tranquil and beautiful way of life. I keep students, student people living in village and living in the city. You know, they may have different aspect. So they need to write according to their living, the way they live, the way they eat, and the way they live their life. So this is what I have written here. You can take the help, but I suggest you to write in your own way. It's all about the number. Now move to the grammar part. We have again complete the following sentences using correct connectives in the here. Some words are given in red color. All these are the connectives that you have to use to fill in the blanks here. And first one is although. Although always shows students unexpected results in spite although. However, it was summer. The days were rather cold. So although is the right word. A piece of stone struck the walkmark hat. It's however. I like popcorn, but I don't like pizza. So all these are the connectives, and students, it's all about your grammar here. And now move to the next one. The next one is your writing part. Again, a picture of a village is given here, and you have to what you have to do. The villages of the Nepal that are untouched by modernity are the treasure of true natural beauty. They still hold their simplicity and rural appeal. There are several such hidden charm in the country. Laminda village is one of them. Describe the village using the following information. Yes, you have to describe about the given picture here. The village. This is the picture of the village, Laminda village, and you have to describe about this village. Here, some clue are given already. Located in Katong district, gateway to sacred temple of Halasi Mahadev. I have described and written the about this village here, and this is the answer of this exercise. And you can write from your students. I hope you will do all the exercise of this unit yourself, and I hope you have understood all the exercise and solution of this unit. With that, I come to the end of today's class.